Cooney was great. I mean, what more could you ask? It'd be nice to have maybe held him down completely, or maybe scored. We had a couple opportunities where we could have scored a few more, let him keep pitching, but he's deeper into a big league game than he's been. But you can see why he's been able to throw some complete games, and he was on a great track to do it today. But he just was very unpredictable with what he was going to throw. Curveball was very good, changeup and hitters counts. Just it was just a great outing.
Is that a byproduct of Yadi?
Yeah, Yadi has guts, and he calls pitches that many people wouldn't. And every once in a while, he gives a guy a chance to show what he can do. And then you got to prove it. And Tim proved that he could do it, so he kept calling pitches. And once again, tough counts, and he made the pitches. So right from the top, you can see he had a good fastball. He's locating it well on the first base side, just like what we saw. Lefties do to us when they're successful: speed us up, slow us down. And Tim had a real nice feel for everything today.
Randal continues to improve kind of all over the place, and especially after the break. What are you seeing from him at the plate now? He seems really like they're grapefruits coming into him almost.
Yeah, he's been working hard and really trying to find that consistent approach. It's all about approach for Randal, because if he has an idea and he waits and gets the pitch that he's looking for, he can hit a ball and it's still going to leave the park. So he's learning the league. He's learning himself better. I think he's probably challenged himself more on the mental side of the game this year maybe than we had him in the past. And just here recently, I think some things are really starting to click for him, because you're seeing the consistent at-bats. But he's fun to watch. He also, on the defensive side, had great route, great jump. Ball hit to the deep center, and we like what we're seeing in the outfield as well.
Was tonight for him? I mean, he displayed the speed, the defense, the power, kind of all the tools that he offers.
And he's got the arm too. Didn't necessarily have to show it off today, but no, he has it all. And one of the greatest things we like seeing is that he's hungry. Not just to learn like we talked about on the mental side, but you see him in there working constantly. He's working on his swing. He's working to stay strong. It's just trying to figure out what kind of routine that he's going to have to allow him to play every day. And his body's responding well. We just got to try and keep him in a good spot. But he's doing everything that he could be asked to do right now.
Mike, how big was it getting those first 3 runs? All came with 2 outs.
Yeah, big 2-out hits, and nice to see those come along. We left a lot on the table today too. We had a lot of opportunities to maybe add on there, and those usually come back and bite us. And you start seeing something happen in the 9th, and you wonder if it is in fact going to come back and haunt us. But fortunately, we were able to get a good job from Seth and Seegers both. But we did leave some money on the table, and that usually doesn't work well for us. But we had those big hits we keep talking about. Usually those 2-out hits with the guys in scoring position. And Johnny came through with a big one, and obviously Randall's home run. And we had some good approaches.
Did your suspicion something was up with the Braves when they pulled Uribe from the lineup before the game? They played a couple guys short tonight, basically.
Yeah. Really, we heard rumor, but we don't put too much stock into it until we get the official word.
Those guys still in uniform? Could you see them over there?
No, we heard it. Well, we thought at least it was a reliable source that told us at that point that probably they'd be short. So we kind of went with that. But something always can happen where a trade doesn't go through, and they still have guys on their bench that maybe we weren't expecting. So we were kind of playing it as if they might have them, but it sounded like everything had gone through before the game had started.
Mike, does Yadi get a little credit for calming Seegers down on the night too, or was that just Seegers just really jacked up to get that save?
No, Yadi gets credit every night. I mean, what he does is amazing, and I think all of us are probably guilty at times, taking it for granted for not just pitch selection, like walking a young player like Tim Cooney through a game, but also in big situations with a veteran, more experienced player, being able to be a calming voice and to give him a kind of a different view and just slow things down a little bit. He's incredible at that, and he does things every single night that you can't keep track of statistically, but he's helping us win every single night.
Mike, just talk about the job Carpenter did back in that 2 slot.
Yeah, like what he's doing. I mean, still driving the ball. I know he's wanting those more consistent at bats. When you see, the swings and misses, it's frustrating for him because he knows that's not necessarily something that he's fell victim to in the past. But he's working on it, and I think he's going to get back to where he was. And then every once in a while to have ball jump out of the park, and then nice ball driven into the gap. those are great reinforcements that he's on the right track. But he's a grinder, and he's going to figure it out.
Mike, move Randal down to the 7-hole tonight. Do you like him down there a little bit so he can be more aggressive? Home run on a single on his first 2 pitches at the plate tonight?
More of how the rest of the lineup stacks up. And, there's opportunities for us, especially against a left-handed starter, throw him in the second spot. Worked out all right tonight with Carpenter there. We know that lefties have been hitting their starter a little bit. That goes into the equation as well. But we can put Randal anywhere. He's been 8 and had huge nights. He had 6 RBIs in the 8th spot one night. So just go up and especially for a young hitter, go up and take your at-bats wherever it's going to be. Just trust the fact that just keep going about it. Don't overthink it too much. And Randal's pretty good at that.